Leho'ula. At last, Leho'ula reveals herself, an Evie, a beautiful young woman, a goddess of wisdom and of all times. Leho'ula and I lose ourselves in passionate embrace, spat with each other, reconcile, and part as true lovers. Leho'ula passes on her teachings and promises to live in my song. I have always imagined Leho'ula as a woman along whose skirt I was graced to walk. At last I see her, wading across waves on the sands of Leho'ula. Moving closer, she speaks. In hiding, we meet across barbed wire, pulled through pastures of bulls, over no trespassing signs. I hear your breath as I sleep. I am startled by your songs. Secretly, I steam your glasses. Your chants shake me into the depths of my being. Your warm body and beating heart curl along the curl of my cove. Your fingers and toes reach into my soft white foam. Yet you are not the only one who comes. The pastures of Wananalua are grieving, the snowy egrets and the great black bulls. Haleakala herself quakes and groans, and Pele, ai, ku'ulakai. The trees of Kaivio Pele fall on my sands. My caves collapse. Great boulders crash to the ground. Time is urgent. From Ka'uiki to Maka'alai, developers have spotted the heroic ancient lands, the spiritual gardens, seeing them only as bits of flesh, to be snatched and shaken and tossed in the wind, to be devoured and transformed into rich man's bones, their walls, their hedges, and their homes. I don't think I understood a word of what she said. So stunned was I to see her. As she spoke, it seemed the land was becoming human. The smallest grain of sand sparkled with life. The cliffs of Kaivio Pele gently shook into Kamapua'a's bold form. Each tree a warrior, guarding the land, calling its warning out to all Hawaii. Even the clouds seemed to sing. The sun burst forth godlike, and the air lifted the earth up in its warm embrace. On Oahu, the great god Maui stands, hauling his islands up from the sea. Ai and Ku'ulakai, like dolphins, leap from the ocean to dance through the sky with the Iwi, Leho'ula. Standing tall, they hold the long sandy tresses of Leho'ula's veil as she sails across the bay. Pele gathers her cloak around the sun, shining its light on her friends. The words of Leho'ula bleed from her dress. They echo in the hills, stirring the breezes. Here on the beach of Leho'ula, leaning on my knapsack, feeling the words of the wind, I watch the passionate heart of the ocean cascading toward my feet, and listen to the celebrations of the birds of wonder, crying out the rising of the sun. Changing in each moment, a giant Evie, a snowy egret, a gracious woman walking along the sands. Leho'ula, a great gasp of wonder, breaks each element into something else. The sparkles in the sand become stars swirling around me. My feet lose their steadiness, and I fall into a cloudy, swirling darkness. I become a flaming spirit, falling through the air, through the water. No body, just breathing. 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 For the longest time, no stories, just Leho'ula, breathing beneath me, and the sounds of the ocean crashing, and the cries of the Evie. Like a crab, my darling, races from the onslaught of ocean and pokes me with her claws. "Wake up at once," she whispers. "You think you're so special coming to see me, but you're like so many other men. You pay no attention. You fall asleep. You come, you go. You get pulled to business, to do things. You don't even see what's here," Leho'ula cried out. Fearless, radiantly beautiful, her delicate white wings dazzling in the sun. "I can't see you. Each time my mind wanders, I can't see you." "Well, you can't have it both ways. Either you're devoted and your moments sparkle with life, or you're lost in your busy thoughts." Each moment is an angel, an ancestor, a kupuna, your only child. Think of each moment as your darling, whispering songs of joy and songs of woe into your ears. Each moment is a world already breathing. You spend a fortune to discover life on one of Saturn's moons, but you don't know what life is. How could you possibly think you could discover life on another planet when you haven't discovered it inside yourself? How it arises fresh inside, how it feels, and how it heals. The world is inside out. It's not physics. You are the course of study. Don't fall into the sleep of thought. What you want and what you think is so much less than who you are. Find out who you are. You walk outside of yourself like a ghost, not a spirit, onto the surfaces of a world that disappears in a moment. Each moment is treacherous, like a lover on her deathbed. This world is wild and unknowable, nimble and spontaneous. It's not what you think. Your thoughts are the shroud I've been hiding in for 1,000 years. No more. They hide the truth of life itself. It's all in the moments. Rescue them. The world is inside out. Watch the breath, the ha of Hana, day and night. The angels of the earth, the ones that sing along the shores of Wananalua, on down to Kaiviopele. They're inside you. They're in your sensations. They're in your breath. They're calling you. Do you think they have no meaning? You say the world is inside out, but deep inside, there are no developers. There is no Ali'i. Pele herself is passing away. What can I do with that? What you think of as doing is merely scheming. If you are still in the world of doing, you have not understood your own breath. Then she rises, passing through me, like wind-blown rain. But is it over? Is all lost? I have given up the ends you seek. My sands are not of this world. Are yours? But look what I've done to find you, walking endlessly along your shores till I forget who I am. How do I go back? You're born into a world. Get food, clothing, shelter. But you are meant to live a spirit life. This world is just a garb you wear. Give it its due, but no more. Stand against walls, hedges, houses. But if you find yourself on these skirts, these sloping sands, and you can't see, return to my caves. Take rest on my shores. There is no way into truth other than the clear-seeing moment. None at all. Except for the moment, the earth is merely a map. But enter the moment, and the earth becomes real.